Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Monday, February 28th, the last day of February 2011 edition of CyRide in the Skies. Well, it was a, say I quote, beautiful day out there today. I hope everybody got to go outside and enjoy it. But how much longer will this beautiful weather last? With spring only 3 weeks away, we'll have all the details coming right up. You're watching CyRide in the Skies.
The Iowa State Meteorology Department's team of forecasters keeps you ahead of the next weather system. CyRide on the Skies starts now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the longest running episodic program on CyRide. Well, no, actually we're on Iowa State TV, but well, whatever. Anyway, being joined by Ethan Milius. Ethan, you just got out of the severe weather center. There's a lot of severe weather center going. This is live, folks. There's a lot of severe weather going on down in the south.
I did. There's a line that just rolled through Atlanta with a few tornado warnings down there, actually in the city. So. Yeah, but those have all expired, I think. So
yeah, there was a tornado warning. I think that went out at well, it would have been 6:30 our time, 7:30 over there. The Weather Channel, they tweet, and that's what they said too. There was a severe thunderstorm rolling through Montgomery and Auburn, so there's a lot of towns down there being affected by severe weather, as well as yesterday. How about yesterday? There was a lot of severe weather going on.
Yeah, there's 6 TOR reports yesterday, but nothing too big. But a few reports, so.
Few kind of light, and there was also talk that maybe SPC got a little too excited about yesterday. Maybe, well,
probably the best way to describe it.
Yeah, well, that's true. And it is February, so of course, you know.
People are going to be caught off guard with it, so that's probably why they went with such a higher risk then.
Sure, and well, and a lot of them, especially last night, even tonight, obviously, a lot of them are happening at night, the storms. So you gotta take extra precaution out there.
And unfortunately, one person did die today from a tornado in southern Tennessee.
Oh, that's not good at all.
So that's some bad news there, but.
Well, let's go a little bit closer to home. No severe weather here. Now, southern Iowa did see. Now, interestingly enough, southern Iowa did see the 2 southern tiers of counties saw snow Thursday night.
Did.
Some places got
freezing rain actually too.
Freezing rain, snow, everything's kind of missing us. But some places actually got 8 inches of snow. Interestingly enough, and it was all right south of Des Moines, so. It's out of our neck of the woods, but you know that's okay. And even last night there was a winter weather advisory out for southeast Iowa. They got some more action. We are just kind of hanging out in that awkward. Are we in spring? Are we in winter mode? I don't know what we're in right now, but
personally, I think it's a good thing. I mean, I'm sick of the cold and snow, and I'm sure a lot of you are.
Oh. Are you sick of cold out there? Well, hopefully everybody is. But yeah, well, we got even that dusting of snow the other day, and so now that's starting to melt away. So let's hope it keeps up with that. We'll see what ends up happening.
One hides back up in the 60s,
and you know what you're saying is now tomorrow's March. How about that?
It is.
It's moving by really fast. Will it come in like a lion or a lamb? Oh, that's just. I think it's going to come in like a lamb. So maybe we'll have a really great storm at the end of the month. We'll see what happens if that's true or not. But. Do you have to go back to the Severe Weather Center?
Oh, I think I do.
Oh, well, gosh darn. It was fun talking to you. But anyway, now, ladies and gentlemen, let's go talk to another gentleman. The gentleman who has been absent. You might be wondering, who's this guy? Nathan Gogo has been gone for like 4.5 months from this glorious television show.
I really miss it, and I'm back.
Welcome back.
So
well, how are you, first of all?
That reminds me of something else. But being
note.
back, I like to call this season teasing season. Because, they give you a taste of spring, just beautiful weather.
And they take it away?
And then they take it away. They smash you with a cold front or something. You knock off the temperature 20 degrees or something. So, but we're going to get one of those tomorrow.
Oh. Another peek at spring?
Right, another peek at spring, and then, they're going to get us back to reality. So it's all right. But
3 weeks can't come soon enough.
That snow you were talking about, though, that's going to be melted probably, or a lot of melting is going to be happening over this next week because we're going to be sticking around near the freezing and a lot of sun actually, which is nice. We saw that today.
There's little mini snow piles just hanging out.
Yeah.
The sun can't
those
get
don't usually melt until
July.
A while, but well, July is a little way. But no, let's take it to our day planner, and you can see. So midnight. Well, midnight's not sunny, but it's going to be 20 degrees. A southeast wind from 5 to 10 miles per hour. 6 a.m., 17. So that'll be about the low tonight, 17, not bad. And then 3 p.m. it's going to warm up to 44 degrees. So it's with sunny skies. So it's going to be pretty nice tomorrow. It's probably the only time this week where we're going to be able to maybe have a light jacket on or something. Maybe not your full winter coat or anything. But yeah, so that's really the teasing season taste.
Well, and make sure to wear your sunglasses if you're on campus tonight, because the sun still is out.
Right, it was bright today. I wish I had. I was like,
well, it's going to be shining at midnight. You just said so.
Well,
okay. Well,
we're not in Alaska.
Sure. Well, you're right.
No. But anyway, no, yeah.
Hey, thank you.
But there's a lot more coming, so we'll see that full
You have a lot to talk about in Iowa. I'm very
we
excited
do.
for your segment, but we will talk to you in
All
about, well, 15 minutes. We'll see. But anyway, we're going to send to a commercial break right now, so please stay tuned. We'll be right back after this very short commercial break. Cue the almanac. Gentlemen, welcome back. Please get your home tested for radon. It is super important, especially in the 21st century. But hey, I tell you what, we're going to send it over to the wall right now and figure out what is happening in weather news with our good friend, Ethan Milius.
Thanks, Tyler. As he said, I'm doing your weather news tonight, and it's been very active the past few days across the country, especially in the central and southeastern United States with a lot of tour watches and severe thunderstorm warnings. And as you can see, storms are in the south, and there's almost all the tornado watches are about ready to expire, but there are some severe thunderstorm warnings that are still in effect. And yesterday, Texas saw over 120,000 acres burn from wildfires, and I believe there was one fire-related accident where someone did get killed because of the smoke. But that's pretty sad. But also, it's been really nice now in the Midwest after that front moved through and that low pressure's out towards the southeast now. And here's the day one convective outlook. And as you can see, there's a slight risk of severe weather down in Georgia and the Carolinas. But that's all going to move out in the next few hours. And if we could take a look at the computer graphics quickly. Here's not what I'm looking for. Here's the current watches in effect. There's some severe thunderstorm warnings out in the Carolinas and Georgia. There's still that remnants of that tornado watch in Alabama and just a part of Georgia. And if we could take back to the graphics. Okay, here's your extended city for Atlanta, Georgia, and they just saw that blast of severe weather roll through there a few hours ago. And Tuesday, we'll see a high of 64, and Wednesday of 67, so that's really nice compared to what they saw today with all the storms and showers roll through. And Thursday, 66. To end out the week, it's going to be cloudy on Friday with a high of 65, and then Saturday, the next system's going to roll in with a high of 66. And for my good friend, Zach Ryder up in Long Island. All right, well, this is pretty much the same story. The next few days are going to be nice in New York City, and then another system's going to roll in towards the end of the work week where they're going to see a chance of showers. Forget to take back to Tyler at the desk.
Thank you, sir. It's important to get your Firefox updated as well as getting your home tested for radon. Great segment. Yeah, interesting weather happening down in the south. We'll keep an eye on it, absolutely. Now, before we take it to the Pride of Manson, we're going to go ahead and take it to tonight's trivia question, if we want to pull that up right now, because it's a good question, I thought. On this date in weather history, the low temperature in Decorah, Iowa, our dear friends in Decorah, bottomed out at -10 degrees. But what did the high temperature rebound to for the day? Was it A, 31 degrees, B, 41 degrees, C, 51 degrees, or D, 61 degrees? We'll let you think about that over the next few minutes, but until then, we're going to go right back to the wall. Well, like I said, the Pride of Manson, Samuel Schreier.
Oh, thank you, Tyler. That's the pride of Alta right there. We're actually very close to each other, love each other very much. Very, very warm western Iowa cities. Now I'm going to bring you guys into the wonder that is national weather, besides eyes on the skies. So we've got quite a bit to talk to you guys about. We're going to start with our jet stream, though. And as you guys can see, we've got these cool temperatures. That jet stream, pretty much we're seeing zonal flow across the entire United States. So temperatures aren't fluctuating too much. Everything's going to be cool for the next couple days. So that's something we're just going to have to get used to. But like Gogo said, this is teasing season. So we see some cold temperatures, we see some warm temperatures, but we got to remember, this is February and March. We're going to keep those cold temperatures around for a while. And now let's take a look at our surface map of the United States. We've got this high pressure system that is dominating the Midwest. So we're seeing clear skies all the way along the Midwest, Iowa, Nebraska, and such. That's what we're just experiencing, no storms right now. So that high pressure will move out later. But as you can see, over in the western part of the United States, we've got this low pressure and more low pressures, and they are bringing snow. And they've had snow pretty much all throughout the weekend, and they're going to have snow continual through this week until this system moves off. Then they might see some clear weather for a bit. And then now our action really is on the East Coast. We've got this low pressure sitting up at the top here northeast, and that is causing snow. Like I said, they are still getting some snow remnants up there from the last system that moved through. But down here, now remember last week we also had some severe thunderstorms down there. We're seeing those again. This system has actually moved off more into the Carolinas now. And earlier we'd had some reports of just a few tornadoes. I think SPC, as Tyler and Ethan were talking about earlier, had originally set a moderate down here, meaning they thought we were going to see a couple more tornadoes maybe fire than they did. You know, thank goodness though, because not very many people got hurt from that. And I'm actually behind me, the one interesting thing Ethan had mentioned earlier in his segment, Texas, much of the state of Texas was on fire, and it was actually so much smoke that you could see it on the satellite images. And as he said, that one related death was unfortunately caused when smoke was covering a highway and a family crashed because they couldn't see and a 5-year-old girl was killed. So that's unfortunate. But actually, could we look at radar real quick, please? And as I look at this storm. So this has moved, there's one tornado watch, as you guys can see, and this is pushed on into South Carolina right now. This is kind of fizzled out. We're just getting lots of rain here. No really significant tornadoes. Hopefully we need to worry about. This should just keep moving on through to the Atlantic, and everybody should be okay, just a little wet. But that's all I've got for you guys. So if I can send it back to Tyler at the desk.
Looks like that tornado warning is going to expire in Newberry. Nice little community down there. Thank you very much, Sam. We're going to send it to our final commercial break for the evening, but you will not want to miss our good friend Nathan Gogo return to the wall with Iowa. We'll be right back. He almost walked into the shot, folks, Samuel Schreier. Anyway, we're going to take a look at today's trivia question now, and we'll, of course, figure out what the answer is. I'll read the question one more time. On this date, the low temperature in Decorah, Iowa bottomed out at -10 degrees. What did the high rebound to? Those are your choices. What did you say at home? You people watching the show tonight, wow, see 51 degrees. Quite a temperature difference of 60 degrees. What a warm front that came on through. Now, ladies and gentlemen, making his grand return from the pride of Chicago, Illinois, Chi-Town, here is Nathan Gogo and your Iowa segment.
Thank you, Tyler. Well, we always hear about all the crazy weather that happens in the southeast, but here it's pretty quiet across the next, today, and we're going to see that continue for tomorrow and even on Wednesday as well. So Ames tonight, or current conditions, 25 degrees, it's pretty, the winds are light, it's pretty nice out. It's a little more chilly, of course, without that sun beaming down on you. So when you, current conditions across the state is Storm Lake, sunny. The whole state right now is clear skies out there, so it's really nice. This is going to continue into tomorrow, Wednesday, and then as we get to the end of the week and into the weekend, the forecast is going to get a little more active, a little more cloud and rain and possibly even some snow as well. So tonight, blustery, winds out from the north, 15 to 20 miles per hour. 15 degrees for your low tonight, not too bad out there. A little chilly, but tomorrow, this is incorrect, but it's going to be a nice afternoon. That is true. But the high is going to be about 45 degrees, not 30 degrees. So it's going to be nice out there. It's going to be that one day of the week where if you're just sick of wearing your coat, it's going to be a nice day to take that off, and really, it's going to be sunny, just beautiful and gorgeous out there. So for your 5-day forecast, 45 on Tuesday, Wednesday cooling down but still staying sunny. A cold front moves in Tuesday night, 28 degrees, warming back up, but an increase of clouds, 42 degrees, 43 on Friday with a chance for some showers, and then going into the weekend, a chance for some mixed precipitation, but still cloudy and kind of. But, you know, this is seasonal from this time of year, so we really can't complain that much. But, yeah, generally it's a pretty nice forecast. I like it.
Well, it was so nice. In fact, we had to take our suit jackets off because of the warm-up coming tomorrow.
Wow. I felt it already, so we had to
really
shed a light.
You know what? Let me take mine off.
Okay, well, this is a PG-rated show. But anyway, actually, as a matter of fact, we were going to talk about it just a second ago, and that was the storm reports is what we were going to take a look at. Because obviously there was quite a bit, you take into account the wind reports, the hail reports, the few tornado reports obviously that were reported. There was quite a bit, mainly obviously with wind and hail, but nonetheless, obviously a lot of them, especially yesterday, even some today.
Yeah, if we could actually bring that to the screen now, some good.
I was just trying to drag it out. We're just trying to.
These people want to see these reports now.
Very, very curious out there.
Well, in the meantime,
okay, all right,
these
that's
reports.
Okay. No, there we go. There they are. Now, I'll highlight really quick. Obviously, we'll all talk about it.
Wow, that's a lot of reports.
This was from February. This was last Thursday. This was the 24th.
Thursday night.
You all remember this, hopefully. This was our first big tornado outbreak we had in the United States, for February at least.
Right.
The first one ever.
The first one ever. Happened in February. No.
Take notes,
First
folks.
one of this year, we could say. But there were 24 reported tornadoes that night throughout. Yeah, there was
a lot of wind reports.
A lot of wind reports.
Obviously,
that's what those blue are. Yeah,
total just shy of 300 reports.
Wow.
And obviously,
That's
a lot for
February.
most are preliminary, but still, I mean, that's quite a bit for severe activity.
Tornadoes weren't huge by any means, but I mean, still enough to do structural damage to homes.
Well, widespread too. You see, I mean, if we had the telestrator here, like they do on some fun channels, we could circle. There was affected quite a bit of states. They had a good coverage on it, of course. So,
well, this is your typical, I guess you would say, huge windstorm. You can see what 200, over 200 of them are wind out of. So over 2/3 of them are wind.
And
right.
11 of those reports were significant, which means wind over 75.
Yeah, many of them were over 75 knots. We had a couple around 80.
Knots?
Yeah, they do knots.
Well, I'm trying to squint on the bottom there to read that thing that we're highlighting it there, folks. There you go. Pretty people at home.
For you.
It's 65 knots.
65 knots. So it's obviously very,
We
very
saw
significant.
many though in the 70s and plus though from the storm. I mean, it was impressive. Roofs ripped off mobile homes, stuff.
That'll
like
do
that.
it. 75, 80 miles per hour.
Tips some mobile homes over too.
pretty
So you gotta be
crazy.
careful. So obviously, big outbreak down there. We've been sitting. Now you mentioned the temperature roller coaster. Obviously, we're going to be sitting. It's going to be a beautiful day tomorrow. Again, I mean, this afternoon rebounded pretty nicely, but after tomorrow, we kind of sink back down after a cold front comes through. Teas and season. Now, speaking of teas and season, now we got the radar.
I could bring that up actually. Let's
There
talk
we
about
go.
this a
Now
little
there
bit.
was. Sam, go ahead. You were doing great.
Well, actually, Ethan just got back out of the where was it? The severe storm
center.
Storm center. So let's
Cantori.
let him fill us in a little bit.
We have still have that tornado warning for that city of Newberry down by Columbia, South Carolina.
Wow.
And it looks like that storm's about ready to push out of that county, and that warning should cancel here soon. And hopefully they don't issue another tornado warning, and if they do, that'll be for the city of Columbia. So if you're in Columbia, watch out. It looks like you got a pretty significant storm rolling through, and there are severe thunderstorm warnings for that.
Heavy rainmakers, wind makers.
That's
just
true.
north
Those
of
tornado
Orangeburg.
watches are going to be continuing throughout the night as they push east throughout those counties. So people just need to be watching the news, be watching ISUtv. We'll keep you updated on this storm.
Well, I think we're going off in a couple minutes.
Well,
but,
I think we have the cable stretched all the way from here on a telephone pole all the way down to Orangeburg, South Carolina. So hopefully they can tune in right now.
But if you add Sam on Facebook, he could definitely fill you in.
Oh, well,
it's
that's
true.
shameless pandering is what that is, my
Sam
friend.
Schreier, Facebook friend.
Oh, yes, of course. Oh, and of course, too, shout-outs. We want to talk about shout-outs. I want to say hello to Jackie and Rachel. Jackie's from Morningside. She's visiting Ames. What a great city it is. I hope she's having a great time so far. Anyway, do you guys want to have any quick shout-outs?
I do.
really like these shout-outs.
I'd like to shout out to Matt Hoffman. I don't think he's gotten a shout-out in this year, 2011.
Okay, well, that doesn't matter. Let's go to you.
Just before you switch over there, I'd just like to say he is the guiding light to this show.
No.
And
Let's go
hopefully
to
we
you.
see a return.
He will. Rumor has it he will be on.
I don't think people really
2
care
weeks
at
from
this point,
Wednesday.
but
But more importantly, ladies and gentlemen, there's a man that's going to grace us with his presence in a few seconds. Nick Kroll. Today is his birthday.
oh, that's a good
And
shout-out.
that's a huge shout out. Now, obviously, he's back here right now. He's in the studio. He's like, it's like Jerry Springer. Like he's watching in the waiting room, and he comes out, and no, it's not.
They're
like
not
Jerry
going to
Springer,
fight.
Live in
though.
the
No fighting.
studio,
No, we
Nick
don't.
Kroll.
But no, this is our shout out to him as happy birthday to Nick Kroll. He's obviously a proud member of Size Eyes in the Skies. Now, do you guys have any quick little birthday wishes for him?
I just hope. How old was he?
Okay,
Told me how old he was.
okay.
But I hope that year, whatever it is, it just
Personal.
is a wonderful, wonderful year.
Keep it classy.
classy. Yeah,
Right.
keep it
Okay.
classy.
You two, anything quick?
Nick, my birthday wishes were written on your wall twice. Just
Okay, quit talking about Facebook. We'll get sued. But
the social network, I wrote it on there. Mark Zuckerberg wished you well, all that stuff.
And finally,
Happy birthday, Nick.
Nick, all happy birthday from all of us here at CyRide in the Skies. Anyway, it is really time to go. I think we finally filled a 22 and 07 seconds show. For Nathan Gogo, Sam Schreier, Ethan Milius, I'm Tyler Roney. Ames, stay classy. And have your pets spayed and neutered.
In shelters or at www.cyride.com. Our printed schedules have two sides. One has most of the timetables, and the